Hello friends, I hope you are doing great. You are most welcome in my YouTube channel Wide Loop Robotic and Automation. Today we are going to know about web server. Let us start. In this video we are going to make a web server and HTTP clients. We will create a web server to remotely control output, a web server to display sensor reading and show you how to make HTTP requests to third party services. We will use IFTTT to send sensor readings to your mail. Along the way, we will also show you how to deal with different type of sensor like DHT11, BME280 and temperature sensor. In this unit, we will learn what a web server is and we will look at some term that you have probably heard before, but you may not know exactly what they mean. Let us get started. Request response is a message exchange pattern in which a requester sends a request message to a replier system that receives and processes the request and return a message in response. That is simple yet powerful messaging pattern, especially in client server architecture. Client server. When you type an URL in your browser, that happen in the background. What happens in the background is that you send a request via hypertext transfer protocol to server. When the server receives the request, it sends a response also through HTTP and you see the web page you requested in your browser. Client and server communicate over a computer network. Server host. A server host runs one or more server program to share their resources with clients. So you can imagine a web server as a piece of software that listens for incoming HTTP requests and sends response when requested. Your ESP32 and ESP8266 can act as a server host, listening for HTTP requests from clients. When a new client make a request, the ESP sends an HTTP response. An IP address is a numerical label assigned to each device connected to a computer network. This way, any information sent to that device can reach it by referring to IP address. So your ESP32, ESP8266 has an IP address too. ESP32, ESP8266 web server. Let us look at the practical example with ESP32 and ESP8266 that can act as a web server in local network. Typically, a web server with ESP32 or ESP8266 in a local network looks something like this. The ESP board running as a web server is connected via Wi-Fi to your router. Your computer, smartphone or tablet are also connected to your router via Wi-Fi or Ethernet cable. So the ESP and your browser are on the same network. When you type the ESP IP in your browser, you are sending an HTTP request to your ESP. Then the ESP respond back with the response that can contain a value, a reading HTML text to display a web page or any data you program in your ESP board. Access point versus station. The ESP32, ESP8266 can act as a Wi-Fi station as an access point or both. In the previous example, the ESP is set as a Wi-Fi station. Let us look as the difference between station and access point. When the ESP32 or ESP8266 are set as station, we can access them through the local network. In this situation, the router acts as an access point and the ESP32 is set as a station. In this scenario, you need to be connected to your router to control the ESP. access point. If you set the ESP32 or ESP8266 as an access point, you can be connected to the ESP using any device with Wi-Fi capabilities without the need to connect to your router. In simple word, when you set the ESP as an access point, you create its own Wi-Fi network and nearby Wi-Fi devices can connect to it like your smartphone or your computer. This way you don't need to be connected to a router to control your ESP board. Because the ESP board does not connect further a wired network. It is called soft AP socket. We will create our web server project using socket and the Python socket API. Socket and the socket API are used to send messages across a network. They provide a form of inter-process communication. Socket can be used in client-server application where one side acts as a server and wait for connection from clients. That's what we will do here. In simple word, socket provide a way to talk to other computer. Web server example. How can you put all this together to make IoT project with your ESP32 and ESP8266 board? ESP32 and ESP8266 board have GPIOs so you can connect device and control them through the web. Here is an example of web server we built to control an output. This web page shows up when you enter the ESP IP address in a browser. When you press on button, the URL changes to the ESP IP followed by /on. The ESP receives a request on the URL, so it checks if an IP if statement which URL being requested and change the LED state accordingly. When you press the off button, a new request is made to the ESP32 in the /off URL. The ESP check once again which URL is being requested and turn the LED off. The same concept can be applied to control as many output as your ESP32 or ESP8266 allow you to. This was just an overview of some important concept to better understand ESP32 and ESP8266 web server later. The next video shows you how to build your very first web server. So if you really like this video, so please do like, comment and share. Thanks for watching.